Hi, I'm Rob Boyle. I'm a PGA of Canada professional, and I'm here at Eagle Quest Golf Centre in Coquitlam, BC. Today's video is about regripping golf clubs and the importance of having fresh handles on your golf clubs. A number of years ago, I was playing with a gentleman who was experiencing a loss of distance. And basically it was because his grips were so slippery and worn, he was holding onto that golf club for dear life. He put a lot of tension in his arms and shoulders, and that's why he was losing distance. So after he changed his grips, he was able to grip the club lighter and freewheel through the ball, and he regained a lot of the distance that he lost. Grips are super important. I have all the materials here needed for regripping. I've got my cutting board. I've got two different types of razor blades here. I've got the grip solution, which used to be gasoline, but now we don't use gasoline anymore. We use either a low odor paint thinner or other solution, which is safer and doesn't smell as much. Two-way tape, very important. Towel, of course, a tray to put the solution in, and some repair people like to use a heat gun to take off the old residual tape. I have a system that doesn't involve the heat gun. So I think we're good to go here. Let's start. What we do is we take a razor blade with a little hook on it, and we dig into the grip in this manner like this. Sometimes you have to do it a couple of times. Fairly easy process. You have to be careful if you're using graphite shafts though, because you don't want the razor blade to dig into graphite. This is a steel shaft, so it's fine. We then place the club under our foot, rip the grip off. How easy is that? We toss it in the garbage. Now the other thing I like to do is to get this tape off. So we use another razor blade and we simply dig into the shaft and scrape it off. Here we go. We take that big ball of tape, toss it in the garbage, just clean out that end this way, get rid of any tape near the top. And there we go. We now have a clean shaft. The next procedure is to take the two-way tape, place it at the bottom where the grip ends, move the tape up like this, pull up that, and give it a scrape this way. There we go. We just smooth that out. Make sure the end has the tape covering the hole. And there you go. Now the two-way tape is on there and we're ready for the grip. What we now do is we don't need this board anymore, but we need a tray to capture the grip solution. I plug up the hole that's at the top of the grip. I'll take the solution, place it in the big end of the grip, then we swish it around like this. Take the grip, make sure that you douse it thoroughly, and then it's easy for the grip to slip on the golf club. Just like that. I take a towel, wipe the ends a little bit. And then the most important part, of course, is to line it up. Make sure the club is square to begin with. I'm gonna just give it a bit of a twist. They're called micro movements, just to make sure that everything is square. Because you've got the word Golf Pride on the bottom, you've got a little dot here, another dot up here, and it all has to line up. So when you're holding onto the golf club, you can just look at your grip. You don't necessarily have to look at your club face when you're hitting a ball. Club face is more important though. So that is now square. It's also square in the back. There is a bit of residual tape at the end. So what I'll do is I'll just trim that off with a razor blade, just like this. And peel off the excess. There we go. All good. One more wipe. And we are good to go. Always tap the end of the grip down just to make sure that the butt end of the shaft is up against the top part of the grip. Over the years, I have regripped literally thousands of golf clubs. So I have a good feel for what to do. Now, I don't recommend that you do this yourself because it does take practice, just like anything. And plus you're using razor blades and things, so it's a bit dangerous. So if you're gonna get your clubs regripped, rather than do them yourself, I would recommend going to a professional or a club fitter. They'll do it for you, nice and square. And as I say, this is probably the most important part, is to line it up squarely. Thanks for watching. I do a video every Friday during the golf season, and I look forward to seeing you next week.